People would criticize Boogie filming while driving, and that same day Boogie would crash his car into a ditch. People would pile
I think
on
about that every time I see someone on Snapchat filming while driving. I'm like, huh, I wonder if this is the snap where they're gonna crash.
I'm gonna be the next Dark Side Phil. I'm gonna be the next Wings of Redemption. I'm gonna spend every day online to keep you f***ing busy so you don't do it to somebody else.
Oh, you're so noble.
Either he's either lying, which is terrible, or he's telling the truth and acting like, or you're telling the truth and you have cancer, but you're being a stubborn fucking.
Yes, it's that one. It's that one.
Oh, he jumped all over that out.
When I leave this f***ing internet, I'm going to have one goddamn thing.
It's like when you're yelling at a 2-year-old.
One goddamn thing.
And you're yelling at a toddler and you're like, did you do this? And you're like, or did the cat? Yeah, the cat. Boogie2988, the eternal victim. Alright, Willie Mac.
I begged you!
Boogie2988, once known as the internet nice guy,
coming at you live once again through the power of the internet,
who made a living off making fun of himself and being positive, has now been exposed for over a decade's worth of lies, ranging from his mental and physical health to swattings, car accidents, crypto scams, hookers, the N-word, and yes, even cancer. And every time he gets confronted on his lies, he lies more to cover it up by either feigning principles, shifting blame.
Boogie can confirm that he has polycythemia vera, and he actually has like a doctor confirmation of the blood cancer. I'll throw $5,000 towards his medical treatment. I'll make that personal pledge right now.
Oh my God.
Not for 50. You're not seeing my medical.
$5,000.
Some ordinary gamers.
They're not seeing your medical records because you don't have cancer, you lying sack of shit.
Make it $1 million.
He gets caught lying about being swatted, and he says his FBI friend put him up to it.
I have a friend who works for the FBI, and I asked him how to deal with the online harassment that I get from a certain subreddit.
But his favorite tactic is hiding behind his mental health.
I don't fucking know, dude. I was in the middle of a panic attack after 3 days of not fucking sleeping. I am mentally fucking ill. I am out of my mind with anxiety.
Hey man, you're a felon who has all these terrible rumors about you. Who's going to hire you to be working in your company? Also, you're disabled. Also, you have no education. Also, you have no work history.
You'll never know what it's like to live with actual mental illness. I'm in a very dangerous place. I'm a 400-pound, 50-year-old man. That's goddamn rare.
And when people continue to press him on his lies until he can't lie anymore, he melts down.
That is the fucking lie! He won't be to. He told me to, right?
No.
Piece of shit.
Is this what we have to do?
Can I destroy someone's fucking life? Because I don't want to destroy somebody's life! Because I don't want to destroy somebody's life!
Jesus Christ, Boogie.
It's a status quo for me. It's to show the
What the hell happened?
To show you how I handle status quo.
Why do you keep threatening to shoot me? This is weird.
Because I'm going to kill you and take pleasure doing it. That's I'm gonna
Oh my God.
Pleasure.
Knock this out of the park.
I bet you not to make me talk about this on the show. I bet you.
You crushed it.
I bet you. I bet you. I bet you, Dan. I bet you.
Well, it sure can be. Sometimes not so much. But you guys make it a lot better for me than it
15 iron bars, 10. 10?
Guys,
10, 10?
Thank you for the follows.
Oh, I got 3 10.
Thanks for the donations. Thanks for the love.
Having
I'll
trouble
try to be
finding
back Sunday,
10
and hopefully
above
by
iron.
Sunday, I'll be sane.
Oh, I need to
Hopefully by Sunday, I'll
reinforcement.
be sane. Pretty unlikely, though.
He is a
110
fat
bar,
liar
on
with
scrap.
a tendency to dramatize everything and freak out and start crying and making outlandish statements. And I think it's funniest.
Jesus.
Don't hurt my dog. Don't hurt my roommate. I don't give a what happens.
You think I want to hurt anybody is really crazy. You are
hurting me, Frank. You are hurting me.
I don't know if this is necessarily illegal. No YouTuber's been charged for it yet, but it feels like it should be. Just like those monthly subscriptions you sign up for.
Feels like
forget
it
about,
should
but it's
be.
still charged with every month. I was paying for 2 monthly subscriptions to watch wrestling for 2 years, and I didn't even know. I signed up for a free trial.
That's what you get for subscribing to a subscription to watch wrestling, Willie.
And I would have no idea.
The fuck's wrong with you?
For Rocket Money, where after giving them a bit of your personal information, they're able to cancel subscriptions on your behalf. I had a Roku subscription. I didn't even know that was a thing. Rocket Money is an all-in-one finance app that helps you save money and spend less.
I wonder if I
could
could
for about 6 months now.
anticipate his arrival and lay bombs for him to roll over top of.
Every now and then. It was my very first step towards actually adulting. Come, take it with me. It's never too late to start. Rocket Money makes it easy, saving customers up to $7.
Yeah, Rocket Money's gotta be doing something with your information, though, if they're gonna get access to your accounts to tell what you're subscribed to and they're doing this service for free. No such thing.
subscription to start for free. Again, I've been using this service myself since the beginning of the year, so to me this sponsorship was a no-brainer. Thank you Rocket Money for sponsoring this video. Boogie has had over a decade of lies on this website. It doesn't matter if it's him saying he was clinically diagnosed with bipolar and PTSD, only to say he was never diagnosed years later when questioned. The guy can't even be truthful about a car accident. People would criticize Boogie filming while driving, and that same day Boogie would crash his car into a ditch. People would pile
I think about that every time I see someone on Snapchat filming while driving. I'm like, huh, I wonder if this is the snap where they're gonna crash.
A semi-truck driver in front of me had a stroke. It caused a big pileup that I unfortunately was a part of.
Just admit you fucked up.
Checking Boogie's lies, and they found it very odd that there was no news report on a pileup involving a truck driver who had a stroke. So Boogie posted
that would be a newsworthy event, I would imagine.
It's funny because it doesn't prove anything. If he
I forgot to make a bridges.
Pileup, then that would be something, but he didn't, I guess. But the code on the ticket was for distracted driving, making it seem like he just drove into a ditch, which is the only picture he posted. Who cares? I
which
can't
is what
prove
happened.
either way. But for Boogie, it's code red. He uploads an entire video defending himself, adding so much detail it has to be a lie.
I totaled my 2005 Buick LeSabre, and there's a lot of rumors surrounding it. So I want to address those rumors and dispel some of those rumors because some of them are so outlandish, I can't believe it. I should have never been on my phone to begin with. Not because it caused the accident, because that's not what caused the accident, but because it's never a good idea. It's called distracted driving, and people have explained to me that distracted driving is just as deadly as drunk driving.
His ticket was for distracted driving, but he's never going to address that.
And if I had been on my phone while driving in this particular instance, in this accident,
which you were,
certainly would have plowed directly into the back end of this car. And
which is what happened.
Killed myself,
right?
But more importantly,
I mean, obviously not killed yourself.
The good news is, the car in front of me, nobody got hurt, nobody got injured. They went from the car wreck to a hotel and then rented their Enterprise rent-a-car in the morning and continued their day. And of course, all that's according to the state trooper. I don't know the first number. This is what the state trooper told me.
There's no way the trooper told you that. What, did he go home with these people? Did he inform you the next day? It makes no sense. Here's another stupid lie. After Boogie's divorced, he was accused of dating a 20-year-old woman because he was sugar daddying her. Not very on brand for the nice guy of YouTube. So Boogie denied this tweet.
Yeah, he's
Boogie
not the
hate
nice
that
guy of
girl.
YouTube
that
anymore.
Would work, I guess. Also,
he ruined that image.
Cool
God, you had like the dream most YouTubers dream of.
It's a lot cheaper too. Lucy Fox would upload a video saying she was a cam girl, and that Boogie cried about his problems all day, was annoying, and didn't financially support her enough.
I was pretty much taking care of him every day.
Oh, get him off me.
For a job that, I have to be at home in order to be on cam. Well, I couldn't do that because it would turn into an argument every time I tried to leave. Why are you trying to leave me? You know I need somebody right now. Blah, 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 blah.
She'd end the video by saying Boogie was dating other girls who were younger than her.
And the fact that I know that he's doing this to other people, to other girls that are younger than me, makes me very upset.
Boogie would go on Drama Alert denying everything, framing her as a gold digger, but again, that's the entire accusation. That's the entire point of the sugar daddy site Boogie was using.
She's a girl who's always needed a little help from time to time. And I don't know, I don't know what to say about that.
Just say you got a sugar baby.
Personal conversations. I don't.
It's like the one perk to a guy your size having money is you can just.
I mean, everybody.
You can get the kind of things you couldn't normally get.
This episode, so apologies for that.
At the end of the video, she referred to herself as your favorite hooker or something like that. Is she a hooker or what is she referring to?
That's
Lady of the Night.
That I like. There's a bunch of people on the internet that when they found out I dated a girl, they're like, oh, she clearly must be a hooker. She clearly must be doing it for money. She clearly must be trying to get, money from us. So I leaned into the meme, which I guess was a huge mistake, but I would always joke. I'd always joke,
it wasn't a meme, was it, Bugs?
Which, I don't know. I just leaned into the meme, which is stupid.
Looking back, this is just another lie. It's crazy how he would eventually admit to banging loads of hookers.
I'm a former sex worker escort, and Boogie2988 was one of my clients. From LA, and I get a message on this website, you can probably guess which one, from this guy who looked a lot like Boogie.
I took women on vacations, and I took them out to fancy dinners, and I took them to like Disneyland and shit.
Yeah, they were hookers.
Why do I have two beds?
Well,
one for me and
escorts.
one for my hooker. One for me and one for my hooker. One for me and one for my hooker. One for me and one for the hooker.
God, he is.
One for me and one from a hooker.
This
Ugh.
is just a meme. Eventually,
God,
Reddit
it's
would find
like
out that
watching a
Boogie
beached
is a
whale.
account, which again is a sugar daddy website. Boogie would finally admit on Reddit that it is true, saying, I met Lucy Fox on Seeking, but she's the only girl I've ever met on there. Once I discovered the caliber of girl you might meet on there, I was kind of done with it. But unfortunately for Boogie,
No,
this
you
website
weren't.
shows that the account was still active. Someone would call Boogie out on this, asking why he was still updating his profile pictures then, and he was like, well, I still use it. I might meet someone there. And the guy replied, so you were pretty much lying when you said you were done with the site. And Boogie says, no, you misunderstood.
What is
I
that
said I
over
was
there?
done dating from there, but I still use it to window shop. This Reddit would spell the beginning of the end for Boogie.
Window
It was clearly
shop.
gaining traction and living rent-free in his head. He'd go on to
No
say
one
that they were
swipes on that for
rapists
fun,
and Nazis.
dude.
I'm gonna be the next Dark Side Phil. I'm gonna be the next Wings of Redemption. I'm gonna spend every day online to keep you f***ing busy so you don't do it to somebody else.
Oh, you're so noble.
But I want you to know, I think you are the lowest of the low. I think you are the worst of the worst. I think that there are f***ing rapists and Nazis out there who, even though they are rapists and f***ing Nazis, they are more redeemable than you because at least they're doing something they f***ing believe in.
Like hating Jews.
They may be pieces of garbage. They may be pieces of shit. They may harm other people, but at least they believe what they fucking stand for. Even a disgusting piece of shit rapist is better than you.
It's important to remember that Boogie is a coward, so the minute he got heat for this take, he doesn't
Yep.
own it, he doesn't even walk it back. Instead, he hides behind Christina Grimmie, who was murdered by her stalker.
Let's try to clarify this one more time. Tonight on stream, I said something very controversial, and I'm going to stand by it here. But I want to make sure you understand, I'm not talking about internet critics. I'm not talking about trolls. I'm not talking about assholes on Twitter. I'm not talking about anybody who hurts your feelings.
Yes, you were. You're just lying.
I'm talking about the guy who killed Christina Grimmie. I'm talking about the guy
Oh
who
my
tried
God.
to kill Gavin and
You're
me.
the fucking worst, dude.
I'm talking about harassers and stalkers and swatters and people who show up at your front door and try to end your fucking life. These people are the scum of the fucking earth.
Yeah, don't pay
I think
attention
they're
to me.
just
Think
as bad
about
as
them.
Nazis. I think they're just
You're
as
like the
bad as
woman on The
rapists,
Simpsons.
and
Somebody
they
think
make
of the
people like
children.
me fear for our lives every single day, and these people. And again, you don't have to like that opinion, but I stand by it.
Bullying Boogie on Reddit is definitely a life sentence. His viewer count fell off in 2019, where he would then put a lot of suicidal implications on his viewers if they stopped watching.
I'm hoping when I get too old,
Stop watching me, I'll kill
assisted
myself.
medical suicide rather than go that way than an agonizing death. Yeah, I hear you. I think, and this is my opinion, I think when the time comes, I'm gonna have no problem pulling the trigger or like once I've fully given up hope. You know, once I've fully given up hope, once I'm fully ready
you're
to go,
not.
once
You're a
once the
coward.
internet
You
has
ain't gonna do
forgotten
it.
about me and you guys don't,
You ain't gonna do
don't
that,
need
not
me
even to
anymore,
yourself.
I'm not needed around anymore. And if I haven't found a wife and I haven't had kids or something like that, and I haven't had the life that I, wanted for myself, and I'm just miserable and alone,
Object is
I don't
indestructible.
think I'll have any problem pulling the trigger.
This would make people more angry, fueling the Reddit more, bringing everything into question, even
Oh,
Boogie's abuse. The examples
it's
of
a
Boogie going
maze.
back and forth between saying his parents molested him and raped him.
I got molested but not raped by my parents.
I was raped as a kid. It made me who I am.
A rape could be redeemable. My parents raped me. I got molested but not raped by my parents.
I don't think it makes him a liar just because he's using the two words interchangeably. He was a kid, it's weird to challenge him on this. So Boogie would finally break, making a video responding to the Reddit. He'd clear up some claims like begging his chat for car payment donations and addressing some edgy jokes.
Parents still alive? By chance? Here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
And are your parents still together?
No.
Okay, alright, so maybe I should take point then.
But ignoring his vast catalog of lies, he said his biggest mistake was dating a woman that was half his age.
One of the biggest mistakes I think I have ever made, because I dated somebody literally half my age.
In hindsight, he's clearly lying here too. His current girlfriend is 30 years younger than him. This video would not change public perception, leading to him deleting it, and with the new growing hate, Boogie would double in his efforts in playing the victim.
I would rather hurt myself than hurt anybody else. Hurting somebody else is quite literally the opposite of who and what I am.
YouTubers would come together to make a support group for Boogie, and they all ended up hating him.
I put together a group
gotta
chat
figure
of
out
50
the
YouTubers. I'm talking
way
the biggest
around
YouTubers.
this.
Think of the biggest YouTubers in the platform. They were in there. Clown was in there. Chad was in there. And our whole
Does it
goal
look like I can go
was
that
to
way, but
stop
I
Boogie
can't?
from killing
Must be
himself.
water.
We told everyone over the summer this last summer, 2019, he was going to kill himself. So we decided that we would save him. Every single one of us took time out of our days, talked to him on the phone for hours.
My time, the time out of my day was, don't listen to these retards in the group chat. Go see a therapist, you fat prick.
Regardless, we spent hours and hours talking to him. And he would not take any of our advice. And it became very clear that this dude wanted attention. He liked people calling him and talking to him on the phone, trying to help him, more than actually fixing the problem.
Wow, Keemstar accurately describing someone's kind of weird.
Boogie, but he didn't because Boogie threatened to off himself if he did.
You're a sick, twisted, manipulated motherfucker that was willing to go and stop criticism on you by threatening to kill yourself. What kind of selfish, manipulating are you? Oh, iDubbbz, if you make a content cop on me, I'm going to kill myself. Like, you literally said that to him. You said that to all of his friends. You said it to every YouTuber you knew, so you would spread the word out to try to stop criticism. That's how bad and twisted and manipulative you are.
Boogie spilled his woes to one of the people from the Reddit asking, would you like to know 3 things that nobody knows about my personal life? I dated a 43-year-old woman for 6 months last year. Bro, you're 50, who cares? He says he lost 2 friends for not killing himself, and that he's writing a book. Again, who cares? But this next part is Boogie begging the person to stay away from the Reddit. Get away from that hive mind. They are sad, scary, dangerous people. They have swatted me. I've been swatted twice this month already. Now, the guy from the Reddit takes offense to this because they never encouraged anyone to swat Boogie. So he, of course, leaks it, and Boogie has to change his story. Obviously, I have no way of knowing who swatted me, and I never said that I did. I just said I got swatted twice last month. The Reddit at this point
which you didn't.
Water, and they looked at the Fayetteville police record, showing that Boogie was swatted 3 times that year. But
I think I found the way to the middle.
Like he claimed. Boogie being Boogie can't keep his mouth shut, so he starts adding all this intricate detail. No, you see, after the July swatting, the police supposedly don't include it in their blotters. He established it was just harassment, and they don't want the people doing the harassment to get the reward, was my understanding from the cops I've spoken with. The last welfare check they were going to make public was July. Now, one of the visible welfare checks was in November, so this doesn't make sense. Boogie would respond to this saying,
recall item, teleport to the core, teleport you back to the core, consumed in the process.
And I can ask them about it? Police records are always public, so this is all fishy. Somebody from the Reddit then decided to email the Fayetteville police about it, and they replied, thank you for your inquiry. No records have ever been purged from our system, and there has never been nor ever will be an understanding with police or dispatch to omit calls from public record. Okay,
yeah, that would be illegal.
He has no choice but to own up, right? No, it's Boogie. He has to make an even more elaborate lie. Boy, that hate subreddit's gonna wake up to a real banger this morning. So I've always had a bunch of people tweeting at me for attention, ever since I talked to that one critic this summer. So I took advantage of that and slipped into DMs a few weeks back and filled one guy up with misinformation.
Oh my god, you're gonna pull the mastermind card?
I'm a terrible liar, and reading back, it's so cringe. Claimed I dated a 43-year-old woman for almost a year. Said I was writing a book, half true, and all kinds of other stuff. I was hoping it would keep them busy. It sure did. Nobody cares. He's trying to frame himself as a super genius, like he's Yugi Moto laying out these traps. One of the things I said was that I got 2 visits from the cops in December. That's not much of a lie because I got maybe 4 visits last year. It was actually 3, but what's one more lie? Just shifted the dates around. Had no clue they would latch onto that one thing like they did though. To prove me wrong,
really,
they literally looked up my home address and then cross-referenced it via police records to try and discredit me. But in the process, they proved I got swatted 3 times last year. Boogie was accused of lying about being swatted twice over the holidays so he could garner sympathy and play victim. Now that he's caught, he continues to play victim by saying he's been doxxed. They provide dates, making it easier to find my address. I mean, they literally violated Reddit's policy by making it easy on a thread to find my home address. It could even get their subreddit shut down. Absolutely insane. What's even crazier is they tried to make it seem like I blamed them for the swat.
They're insane.
I didn't. You did in DMs, which is what kicked this whole thing off. There's no other way to read it. He then blames it on his totally real PR friend who gave him the advice to lie about his swatting. This was, of course, horribly manipulative and something I normally would never do. I have a friend in PR and she recommended me giving the misinformation. I just can't believe how awful it made them look. Doxing me, then spending hours to go through police records to discredit me. Unfortunately for Boogie, everybody isn't as stupid as he thinks they are. This whole thing made the Reddit seem like they were right, and it was now becoming a mainstream opinion that Boogie was a manipulative liar. He'd delete all the tweets and upload a video trying to prove the Reddit wrong. And how's he do that? You guessed it. He makes the lie even more elaborate. It's now the FBI giving him advice.
I have a friend who works for the FBI, and I asked him how to deal
oh my god, Boogie, you're a fucking shit show.
Reddit, from Kiwi farms, from places like that. And he told me the only way to fight that stuff back is to expose those people for what they really are. So that's what this video is. I'm going to show you some receipts that I think you should see.
Now, Boogie does do a good job at dispelling some of the rumors existing on the Reddit, like how he was abusive towards his ex-wife.
Supposedly, I made my wife sign an NDA, and they give it again.
Like at first, I thought maybe it was an act, but my
NDAs
God.
are signed when there are things to hide, which explains why Dez has been awfully quiet on the relationship or any psychological, not physical, abusive behavior towards her. And yes, I get that you're saying not a wife beater, but you're still accusing me of being emotionally abusive or any other type of abuse. You're being hypocritical. You can't trust those types of hypocrites. And by the way, my ex-wife never signed an NDA, and here she is on her own Twitter account claiming that she never signed an NDA.
Expose her Twitter account so everyone can find it. Good job.
Now, this was already seen as not a very credible claim. The fake swatting, however, that was very viral news. Boogie would ignore every other credible claim on the Reddit.
They've been calling me a liar and a manipulator for a really, really long time, and after talking to my friend at the FBI, after talking to a friend in PR, they made a suggestion, and that was to bait them and see what would happen. So I did. I had a private conversation with somebody I knew who posted on that message board, and I filled it full of tons of misinformation to see what they would grab a hold of. Now, I want to show you these receipts, but someone, probably from that subreddit, hacked into my Twitter today. I don't have access to it.
How convenient. I want to be
how convenient.
He just gave himself a blank profile pic and deleted a few of the tweets of him lying. He got his Twitter back the day after this video was released. He tweeted, "Got my account back." For those who doubted the hackers,
God, you couldn't even like wait a week just to play off the lie?
To get in. I removed my approved ads. Doubt anyone will care about the
My
truth, but
God.
here it is. The attached screenshot shows nothing. One IP address. That's it. The company Mob Crush would respond to Boogie saying that is their IP address and all it is doing
The company exposes you for lying.
Mob Crush takes your privacy seriously.
You can't throw the company under the bus because they're like, fuck you.
Than we require to work seamlessly. Proving Boogie is just lying again. There's so many layers to this lie.
Someone, probably from that subreddit, hacked into my Twitter today. I don't have access to it.
Nope.
As soon as I do, I'll link this video. I'll link all
Surprised
of the
Twitter didn't. Elon Musk wasn't. Oh, maybe this was before Elon bought it because he'd have been like, ain't nobody hack you. Shut the fuck up.
That I was writing a book, which is not an entire lie, but I told him that I was swatted twice in December.
How many people would buy Boogie's book if he actually fucking wrote one? I mean, text-to-speech is the thing, dude. Just scream it into your microphone over a weekend.
I just wanted to keep him busy. I wanted to bait him based on what my PR person said. They said, give him something to talk about.
I mean, it wouldn't be a very good book if you did it that way, but you're lazy.
I was totally surprised.
People would probably buy it for laughs, make content out of it. Fuck, I would.
Wow, Boogie, you're so smart.
I'd buy it to read it on stream.
These people after me showing you this, then I don't want you to have respect for me because I no longer respect you. Right here, in one of the most upvoted
people lost respect for you a long time ago.
Entire subreddit, they show where they both doxed me, where they searched police records involving my address and my home information.
Yeah, it's public information.
And they have literally gone completely batshit insane. I mean, they've been calling me a liar and a manipulator this whole time, and I decided that I would just embrace it. That's what I would do in order to see if I could.
No, you just realized you couldn't disprove it, so you decided to try to play it off like you leaned into it.
Done this years ago when this harassment first
started. It didn't work.
It's
not gonna work. It didn't work.
All you're doing is proving them right. He's just incoherently rambling, willing to say anything to get out of the situation.
But at
He's
this
so
point,
desperate to get out of it.
Over. At this point, my YouTube channel is over. Public perception about
well, at least you understood that part.
So I had nothing else to lose at this point. If I lose you,
you still got stuff to lose.
I'm genuinely sorry. I genuinely am. And they're telling me that I broke the law by lying about this stuff, so I might even go to jail. But if it was a way to try to save my career, I hope you can understand why I did it. If it was a chance to save my
understanding why you did a bad thing doesn't make it not a bad thing, Boogie.
Understand why I did it. This is completely out of character.
I didn't want to do it, officer, but my
my
bills need to be paid. I had to rob that.
Framing this little Reddit hate group as rapists, Nazis, Christina Grimmie level bad. So Boogie is finally getting what he asked for. In comes Frank Castle. Frank Castle is a professional harasser.
And your obese friend.
What's
What?
Put the gold bars somewhere else.
I'm just hanging out on the beach. I'm Chad King. I'm from BuzzFeed.
Go away.
And he made it his mission to show up at Boogie's house, letting him know weeks beforehand. I don't agree with that at all, but it is karma in its purest form.
It is
Boogie's
hilarious.
Rational response. It's to accept death. If you do plan to harm, just leave my friends and my dog out of it. You are welcome to kill me. Frank replies, we should make a video together where I give you a pink belly until your stomach has friction burns. Boogie then got in his head that he was going to kill Frank.
Big belly to your stomach has friction burns.
I'm starting to wish that I had at this point.
This guy's a legend.
The little panic attack he appears to be having on Twitter, but unfortunately, no, it was not.
But Frank, you did go down to Dixon Street last night, take a photo, tag me in that photo.
Or he
and
photoshopped
say,
the photo.
I mean, your town, right? That was you? Oh, that's on your Twitter feed right now?
Yes, that was me. I am in Dixonville right now, and I am in Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Well, unlike you, he's not a
Let
liar.
me make it
Give him
very
that.
clear. You should be very glad you didn't step on my property, okay? And I highly recommend you don't. It'll be the last decision you make. I don't know who you are. I don't know what your problem is, but I have no problem ending you if you come here.
Not 3 minutes into the interview, and Boogie's already fueling
Oh my God.
mental health.
Understand that
Dude
this is what
just
you're
is
doing.
laughing
You
at him.
pick somebody with post-traumatic stress disorder to target with this type of harassment. What the f- are you
What?
doing in Fayetteville, Arkansas? I get that this is funny
Leaning
to
on the
you.
mental illness
It is
thing?
not funny to me, Frank. I am mentally f***ing ill. I am out of my mind with anxiety. You know that.
The reason why Frank's in the wrong here, Boogie, has nothing to do with your mental health. Boogie then decides to switch tactics and start playing the tough guy.
Frank, I need you to listen, baby. Okay? And I'm gonna hang up and say whatever.
You're watching him throw shit at the wall in real time.
Frank, I'm threatening
None of
your
it's
life,
working.
Frank.
And I am not
threatening your life, Frank. I'm letting you know that if you step foot on my property, Frank, because you have threatened me, Frank, because you said you would
Dude, it keeps starting like, what the fuck?
because you said you would rape me, because you said you would come to my house, because you said that there was a reckoning, because you said that there was going to be damage done to me, because you have fucking threatened me. Castle Doctrine says I can end you the moment you touch one of my blades of grass.
I don't think it works that way at
Nope.
all, but okay. Frank
That's
then
not
starts
the way that
making
works.
Reddit talking points.
I have a personal friend who he's like victimized with his lies and his weird, almost pedophilic behavior that he engages in. It's very strange and very disturbing. He's a 45-year-old man hitting up girls in their late teens and early 20s to come to
I've
his
literally
house.
never done that, Frank. That's a lie. Why are you lying?
That's not pedophilic, though. You can't report that to the cops.
Mistakes
I think I have ever made.
You don't have to agree with it,
because I
but
dated somebody literally half my age.
Last time I talked to
no,
her, I
you
said
can be
I
50 and date a
had
19-year-old. It's
one
illegal.
first date with a girl who
Not
was,
pedophilia.
19.
Frank is trying to prove a point.
I don't really know if I have any peace. Boogie is a fat liar with a tendency to dramatize everything and freak out and start crying and making outlandish statements. And I think it's funny as honestly.
I don't give a I meant what I said. Don't hurt my dog. Don't hurt my roommate. I don't give a what happens
You think
to
I want
me.
to hurt anybody is really crazy. You are
hurting me, Frank. You are hurting me, Frank.
No, he's
This
not.
hurts.
I'm doing psychic damage to you and you are crying.
I'm doing psychic damage to
I
you.
don't fly over trash like you, buddy.
Nom 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 nom.
This is
It's
status
Professor
fucking
X.
quo for me.
It gets so unhinged. He becomes possessed.
Why do you keep threatening to shoot me? This is weird.
Because I'm going to fucking kill you and take pleasure doing it. That's
Oh my God.
fucking kill you. I'm gonna take pleasure. Fuck.
Boogie was known as the non-combative Jolly Giant of YouTube, so this was quite shocking to see at the time.
I would rather hurt myself than hurt anybody else. Hurting somebody else is quite literally the
I'm a
opposite
pacifist.
of who and what I am.
Boogie, he's obviously trolling you, so stop giving him a reaction.
Oh,
Saying you're gonna kill somebody who's pissing you off.
I do have a choice in ending him. So once again, this town is only 10 miles away, 10 miles apart. I'm in the middle of it. You can't be more than 5 miles from me right now. You
I'm like 5 minutes from you at this moment right
then
now.
come here. Come the fuck here.
Boogie and Frank would also debate on the kill stream. Boogie would immediately open up lying about never being with a hooker.
And don't get me wrong, I'm a really lonely man because all this COVID, you can't get a hooker. I have tried. You can't get a hooker during this COVID.
Wow.
Yeah, you can.
That's untrue.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's bullshit.
If you try and you didn't get one, you didn't try hard enough, buddy.
Boogie is a cuck in this stream. There's no other way to phrase it.
They're not hard to get in any economic climate, dude.
I can't stop.
Why though?
That's such narcissistic fucking bullshit, bro. The problem is that I care about my haters too much. I just have so much empathy. I just can't. I just can't let it go.
I don't care about my haters too much.
That's the reality.
Boogie, everybody's lying about that. What? Look, somebody's haters. I hope they die. I don't give a about them. Like, what? Why would you care about them?
Yeah, man, I can't fuck with them.
Come
man.
on,
I
Boogie, just tell me.
I really fucking can't, man. I'm sorry. Like, and I get it. If you guys are so different from me, you can't understand that. That's okay. But that is.
Yeah, you just.
No, you're full of shit.
Because you're so special.
What I'm saying is, I love you. I care about you. I want you to have a good life.
I don't give a fuck about you.
He's trying to take the moral high ground.
Like, at the end of the day,
It ain't
I don't
working,
like
but
you.
he's
You know,
trying.
I'm not gonna spend time with you. I don't want to hang out.
Yeah, you are.
With you. Oh, I don't. I highly don't recommend that. Man, I live in Arkansas. I don't know what like ass blue state you're used to.
Frank's like, you're a professional victim and all you do is cry, and Boogie responds with, you're right.
What will you do if Frank Hassel walks up to you in public?
Take him out to dinner, man.
Probably start crying or call the cops. He seems like a fucking pussy.
I mean, don't get me
He's
wrong.
like you're like a professional victim, bro. You're not gonna do anything.
There is a real
Yep.
You're gonna call the manager and you're gonna waddle away.
I mean, he's calling it accurately.
No, motherfucker, listen. Like, I'll probably take you out to dinner. And yeah, I'll probably cry. This is hard for me. I'm not good at this stuff.
Why would you cry though?
Oh.
Dude, I cry like 4 or 5 times a day. I'm a broken motherfucker. Why? I'm a broken motherfucker.
Stop giving Boogie attention. This is why he's doing it.
Now this might have garnered sympathy before, but at this point he's pulled the card too many times. Used it for the Reddit, used it for the iDubbbz content cop, he used it for Turkey Tom's video. Boogie's sympathy tactics aren't working against Frank Hassel because Frank is a psycho, so Boogie starts lying. He's like, the last time I was in a fight, I hurt the guy so bad I became a pacifist.
Who did you hit and why did you decide that was okay?
So I was about 12, and these kids jumped me in the local park, and I ended up fighting back, and I ended up hurting one of the kids pretty bad. And that caused a lot of trouble for my family, and I decided
did that
that's
make you
not
like?
fucking worth it.
Did that kind of like dissuade you from fighting physically because you like hurt this guy so bad, and you're kind of like,
yeah, you're
literally a dangerous person.
Talk about,
Yeah, he's so tough.
Talk about my depersonalization. It's one of the first times I depersonalized and did something horrible.
I don't.
And that's like,
Me
why
not
I
fighting
chose,
isn't
like,
because I'm a
being
coward.
That's
It's
why I
because
chose
I'm too
myself
tough.
for that. It's like one of the many reasons
I scare
chose the life
myself.
that I've chosen, because like I hurt somebody and didn't have a lot of control over it when I did.
Boogie punching that kid once made him obese. You heard it here first, folks. Boogie would also say he was depressed during COVID and that the only time he broke isolation was to go to a BLM march.
I used to filming videos with my friends. I was used to having like Saturday night parties where we drafted Magic and played video games and fun around. And so that was pretty rough. I don't like being isolated, but I had to stay safe. Eventually, I did break isolation to go to a BLM march just to film it.
Oh my God.
Hold on, Boogie.
Yeah,
wait.
Couldn't resist the urge to virtue signal that one last time.
What happened with that?
Yeah. So there's a BLM march on the Fayetteville Square, and like I originally wasn't very interested, but there was a bunch of violence that went down at the Bentonville one. Like apparently somebody threw a water bottle at a cop, and the cops fired rubber bullets, and they arrested a bunch of people and gas canisters to the crowd. And I was like, man, as a documentarian, as somebody who knows how to run a camera, I should be there.
Oh, now you're a documentarian.
Bad. And like also, you know, hey, BLM, whatever. I guess it's as long as and also if there's fucking looting going on, if this turns fucking bad, I want that footage too. Like, let's call out the bad actors. Let's call out the bad motherfuckers. I don't care if you're white or black, short or tall, cop or not. If you pull shit.
God, he's so noble.
Boogie's having panic attacks over Frank, but in the meantime, Boogie's pulling off citizen arrest during BLM riots. I knew he was lying the minute he said he marched. This guy can't mow his own lawn. One moment sticks out to me though, and it's that Frank promised that this would be the worst day of Boogie's life.
The only thing you need to know about is that I'm going to show up. You're not going to win, and it's going to be the worst day of your life.
Yeah, okay. Buddy,
it's going to be fucked.
A day after the Drama Alert interview, Frank would show up at Boogie's house.
He did.
Come on, you what's the deal? Where's the gun at, you fat?
I mean,
all he has to do is not open the door. Just don't engage.
yep, all you gotta do is call the cops and distract him until they get there.
Yeah, on 3, pull the
You could have him for trespassing, because he definitely shouldn't be there. God, this guy is insane.
Oh my God. Is this real? Is this guy gonna kill me?
Yes. He's here to look at the air conditioner, Sam.
Oh, and the AC guy is there. Poor AC guy.
You're gonna shoot me in your doorway? Fucking deranged.
In about 30 seconds, I'm gonna fire a warning shot.
Fire it now! Fire the warning shot now.
Is this what we have to do? I'm asking you to leave, Sam.
Sam?
What?
Name.
Jesus.
I'm asking you to leave.
He just like one-shotted me.
I'm asking you to leave, man. Please don't make me do this.
Boogie, why would you have to shoot him? Just stay inside. You never go outside anyway.
Okay.
The poor air conditioning guy is caught in between all of
I
this.
can just go back for my stuff. I get to keep the stuff that's equipped. That's not a bad system, I guess.
Because I feel threatened.
I thought I was gonna lose everything.
Somebody right in front of you.
I'll shoot
He's like, dude, I'm just here to fix the AC.
Who's Sam?
Sam is referring to Sam and Toki, Boogie's hate Reddit. He's seeing the Reddit in place of Frank Castle, like a human representation. Boogie would get a felony for discharging a firearm into the air, giving Frank Castle exactly what he wanted.
This motherfucker said to me,
Yeah, you can't fire warning shots.
Boogie, I'm
It's not a
coming to your
movie,
house one
dude.
day, and when I do, it's going to be the worst day of your life. It's going to be worse than the day your parents.
And it was. He didn't lie.
That's what this guy said to me, right? And then this motherfucker went on to harass me. He ended up showing up at my house, and you know what? He was right. He made 100% good on his threat. It is now
unlike
officially the
you,
worst
he's a
day of
man
my
of his
life.
word.
It's now officially the most victimized
Crazy,
I've ever
but
been.
a man of
Even
his
if
word.
you include my parents, it's the most fucked up thing anyone has ever done me.
Boogie's victim status would hit all new heights, and to be fair, he is a victim here, just nobody cares anymore. January of 2021, Boogie would post a video titled, "I am finally rich," bragging about his crypto wealth.
Did something very stupid that I do not recommend anyone else ever do. But it worked. I basically took every dime I had in liquid funds and invested it in a huge gamble. And I did this at the advice of my friend Jesse Ridgway McJuggernuggets, who guaranteed that money,
New
saying
item,
that if the money
tombstone.
disappeared, he would help take care of me and help me rebuild.
Oh, the worst is over. Use it to decorate.
Didn't disappear. And my thought process at
I
the
can
time
keep
was,
track of how many
look,
times
even
I've
if it
died by
does
putting this out front of my
disappear,
house
I can
every
always
time I
just go
die.
ahead through with my
Jesus.
stupid plans.
By his stupid plan, he means alt F4ing his life.
At the end of the day, making these videos has never been about the money. It's never been about the views. Never
Yes, it
feel
has.
pressure
Yes,
to
it
get one of
has.
those memberships
And yes,
down
it
below.
has.
Never feel pressure to subscribe on Twitch.
And yes,
Never
you
feel
should. That
pressure
is
to
exactly
make a
why he
donation
does these.
Or interact with one of my sponsors. Never feel pressured to buy a t-shirt.
1 year later, the crypto market would crash and Boogie
Yes,
would upload a video
you
titled, "I
should
need
feel
your help,"
pressured. That's
admitting
exactly
that
why he
lost
does
everything.
this.
Well, this is a video I've dreaded.
That's why he
making.
plays the victim so often. He likes when
But it's
people.
time, so I'm asking for your help as we head into the holiday season.
It's a manipulation tactic.
I had a nice big nest egg. I took some financial advice from a friend, and I'm not pointing fingers necessarily. I took the advice.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
put
we
money
all
in the
know who you're
crypto
talking
market,
about.
The wrong section, and I pretty much lost most of everything. If you click on videos you like and you watch them to the end, and you drop a like, and you leave a comment, and you share it with friends, and you click the notifications, and you do the YouTube stuff, you're doing plenty. If that's all you want to do, if that's all you can do, I love you.
Yeah, it's a manipulation
You never
tactic.
know, right? There's a second group of people who might find themselves able
That's
to
all
do a
this
little
is.
more, and if you're one of those people, I'm asking for your help today too. Do you like the t-shirts I have? This one's not in the merch lane shop yet, but there's several, and I'm making new designs all the time. And if you like a t-shirt, buy a t-shirt. I make like a $9 profit off of a $25 purchase. If you don't want to buy
get
something
'em.
from me directly, you can shop with one of my sponsors. That's always an option as well. If you like a product I'm selling, get involved with a sponsor, shop through them, use my code. If you're in a position where you only have like $1 or $5, you can super
Stationary
chat
drill.
that.
Crypto would
Oh,
bounce
there's
back
the
to
boss
all new
again.
heights 2 years later, but he would say he only has 8K in ETH as of March, so I guess he sold most of it. In 2022, a few weeks after Boogie announced he was broke, he would announce his cancer diagnosis. Hey, debated not sharing this, but I got my official diagnosis today, so why not? I do in fact have a type of blood cancer called polycythemia vera. It's extremely
pretty loud
slow
about
moving, and
cancer.
many people live for decades. No big deal. He uploaded a video as well.
I often say, though, every day that I wake up is a good day. It's the one day I don't wake up that sucks. So I've been debating for a while to talk to you guys about this, but I hope it brings you guys a little bit of clarity about some of the videos I've made in the last month or so.
It's gonna bring something,
turns
Boogie.
out I got a rare blood cancer called polycythemia vera.
One
No,
quote that comes
you
off as
don't.
wildly
You
malicious
Googled
is Boogie
that
saying the cancer is
on
the reason he had to
WebMD,
upload
and
that
now you think you have it
embarrassing
because
video
it'll
begging
get
for
you
money.
I've known
attention.
about this for a little over 6
That
months.
thing you want so much.
That it was a probability, though I just got my official diagnosis. I hope it gives you an idea of why I've been so worried
Remember,
about my
he said
money,
official
why I've been so
diagnosis.
worried about my career, why I've been so worried about my future. Maybe I should have led with this before I asked people to watch my videos or become channel members or whatever. I don't know. This felt very private at the time.
He's lying with a smile on his face. You probably already know that Boogie was recently caught for faking cancer. He was never diagnosed. He's lying here for the same reason he was lying about his swatting. For the same reason he lied about his car accident. He was embarrassed. Embarrassed of being made fun of for his video saying he was broke.
What do we say to the god of death? Not today, motherfucker. Not today. And before
It's gonna be no day because you're not sick. You're just fat and stupid.
Memberships. I'm not asking you to check out a sponsor. I'm not asking you to buy a shirt.
Bro, yes you are. His disease and health would become an even more core part of his personality.
On top of that, I was allergic to trees. I was allergic to cut grass. I was allergic to flower pollen. I was allergic to bees. I was allergic to everything. So several times a year, I would just stop breathing.
He used this as an excuse to promote a pump and dump crypto scam called Fatty Coin.
Fatty for life.
Because you know, if Boogie can't get his fans to buy t-shirts, maybe he could scam them.
I don't think it's a pump and dump. It is a meme coin.
It's literally from a thing called Pump.fun. What are you talking
Oh
about?
my god. It's like an episode of The Office in real life.
I told you in DMs not to do this.
Like this sounds made up.
You came to me because you were about to launch this coin.
It was launched. You told me after my first week. I literally said to you, the question before that was like, hey man, can we talk real quick? You said, don't do it. I said, I have some questions. And you said, don't do it. But at that point today, it was already too late. First
I mean,
no. There was no contract. There was no video out.
The money is already spent. It's at Mercy Hospital right now. It's gone. I used it to pay debts.
Immediately hiding behind the cancer.
If I'm being genuine with you, and I do want to be genuine with you and the rest of the internet, I'm in dire need of money. I have a lot of medical bills, and I'm fighting cancer, and I very much like not to fuck around with my
this
healthcare
fucking guy.
That's something I would genuinely have to consider.
There's zero accountability from Boogie. He ends the call so salty.
I hope you get better. I hope you get better with your sickness and
Yeah, it's cancer, man. People don't generally get better. But I appreciate that. Thank you.
On Twitter, Boogie would be saying,
God,
the
he's
cancer is
sick.
effing expensive. I'm at the beginning stages and I can't afford it. When this inevitably turns
He
into
is so
leukemia, I'll be
desperate for that
We
attention,
talked about
man.
it on the podcast, but I'm a tired man. Tired of being mentally ill. Tired of being sick. Tired of being old. Tired of being bullied. Tired of being abused. Tired of being hated. Tired of hating myself. I'm so old and exhausted that the
No,
cancer
you're not.
diagnosis seems like a gift.
You're not
and I am
tired of any of
grateful
those
for it.
things.
Having a bad cancer day. I've not had anybody ever say that to me before, so I don't know how to react.
It was funny, right? You had cancer day? It was
I just don't feel very good.
Alright. Well, I hope you feel better. I do.
Well, I won't.
So like what do we need, Boogie? You need to swim a lap. Like you need a dog to lick you in the face. Like we need some vibes. What we got to get from you?
I need to not have cancer.
Holy shit, he did it. Boogie lying about cancer.
Well, you
was
got your
done in a
wish.
Really poetic way. Keemstar was fighting with the other podcast members on LolCal Live, and Boogie would try and keep the team together. Boogie would spend the next day trying to keep Wings on board.
What the fuck are you doing?
Streaming.
I know. I'm talking about with the show, obviously.
You realize the show's going to crash without Keem, right?
Sure. And why not get paid until it does?
Because the paychecks aren't going to be coming.
Let's imagine it's half as much next month. That's $1,500. I need it. You don't need it. Yeah, Keemstar might have cut the paycheck in half. You're the one who made sure it went to fucking zero. So yes, I'm gonna stay mad at you. Show the up to work tomorrow. Have a pair of balls.
Boogie's like, Wings, I don't care what happens. I need that bag. I will put my girl
Boogie
on
acting tough in
OnlyFans
front of
if I
somebody
have
is
to.
You have an
fucking hilarious.
opportunity to decide whether or not you're gonna bite or get bitten. Bite, motherfucker. Bite. That's the show. It's a goddamn dogfight. That's what the internet is. I'm gonna launch crypto coins. I'm gonna launch Desi's OnlyFans. I'm gonna suck cocaine off of a Nazi's asshole if I have to. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck it takes to survive in this environment.
The next stream would come around and the storyline is Boogie kept the band together. Then Destiny comes out of nowhere and exposes Boogie for faking cancer.
Oh my
2 years
god.
ago, you said that you had a cancer diagnosis, but now you just said now they're doing a biopsy to check for cancer.
Confirmation.
A biopsy 2 years later?
Are we treating
Oh my god,
cancer
Boogie
without
doesn't know what a
actually confirming it?
biopsy
Yeah,
is.
For 2 years you've been having a cancer treatment without confirming there's actually cancer there?
Wings asked why Boogie won't just show the
He doesn't know
diagnosis.
what a
and Boogie says
biopsy
it's the
is.
only private thing he has left in his life.
I just don't understand why you won't just go grab a piece of paper and just disprove them. Like,
Because
you
I don't have
all these feelings.
This is the one last
This is a
thing I have
shitty
left.
excuse,
The motherfuckers were in my marriage. You guys were in everything else. You're in every aspect.
Oh no,
of my
you
life.
ruined that marriage.
Let me have one goddamn.
Oh all by yourself, sweetheart.
Destiny then offers $5,000 if Boogie just shows his diagnosis. Remember, this cancer costs so much that Boogie had to crypto scam his audience, and Boogie says no.
If Boogie can confirm that he has polycythemia vera, and he actually has like a doctor confirmation of the blood cancer, I'll throw $5,000 towards his medical treatment. I'll make that personal pledge right now.
Wow.
You're not seeing my medical records for 20, not for 50. You're not seeing my medical records.
I just want people to remember.
You can offer him $1 million. He doesn't have the
says, "I have
records.
to
That's
do
why you're
XYZ
never gonna see
scam to
him.
raise money because my medical bills are hurting so much."
They know
he can
that,
speak
though.
publicly about his medical issues to scam his fans to raise money, but he can't take $5,000 to privately confirm a diagnosis that he already publicly said he has. Doesn't make any sense, but
even I have a fucking limit.
This is not the first time Boogie's been accused of faking cancer, but when it's come up in the past, Boogie's decided to publicly shame them.
I see the rumor mills creeping back up again. The same rumor mill that's accused me of God knows what else. And this time they decided that I am faking my cancer diagnosis.
Oh no, they didn't decide that. You did that all by yourself,
Nobody's
sweetheart.
that fucking stupid. It's still going to spread like wildfire. So number one, I think that
Because
kind of
it's
person can
true.
stop. I get it's fun to LARP about me. I
Please
get
stop
it's fun to
exposing
pretend
me.
that I'm a piece of shit. And I get that I made my mistakes in the past. But cancer's not something to pretend about. Cancer's not something to joke about. Cancer's not something pretending that I'm lying about. Cancer for clout and views is a fucked up thing to do. Get help. I get that it's fun to pretend. I get that it's fun to dunk on me and try to ruin my life. I get it. But you if you're doing that. I don't want to let you.
Oh, there we go with the victim
I let you
shit.
every other time. I didn't give a fuck what you had to say. But cancer's not a thing that we're going to joke about, okay? Cancer's not a thing that we're going to pretend I'm lying
Should have
about.
thought about that
That's
before
not
you
a thing
made it
we're
up.
This is so bad.
No interest in finally giving it the lash.
It just makes it look that much worse when they expose you too.
You got on your knees and mood on camera.
I would rather do that.
You got on your knees and mood on camera, you dipshit.
Sorry. It was fucking stupid of me to go on Rich's fucking show and give away the fucking storyline. I'm a fucking attention hog piece of shit.
Boogie's entire defense would hinge
All
on the
true.
principle of keeping his diagnosis private. The man used his diagnosis to guilt t-shirt sales, but remember, it's private.
I'm still trying to find it in my portal right now. I'm a little dissociative, it's a little difficult, but I will have it.
You can take all your time.
Wait,
sure,
wait.
Yeah.
Time out.
They're not going anywhere, but
Right. You have cancer and you're in your portal and you can't find that.
you can't find your cancer diagnosis
He's like Velma
in your portal. That would be front and center. Like they'd be like, "Hey, don't forget you have cancer. Gotta show up for your appointments. You need chemo." Yeah.
You're still never going to see it, but I just want to confirm it for myself. You want to confirm it?
Dude, it's over, man. They know you're lying. Just give it up.
Yeah. I want to make sure I know that it's there, and it's a simple matter of fucking emailing it to one of you guys, and you'll never fucking see it.
Hold on.
But I'm going to confirm it.
Jesus, tap dancing, Christ.
You can't find it. You can't find it.
Yes, I mean I can if I had the wherewithal right now.
No, he can't.
I mean,
He can't
obviously,
because it doesn't
I can't
exist.
Find the page
You
with
should
all
try.
my
You
symptoms.
should try Control F.
I can't find the page with
You
all
should
my
try
symptoms.
Control
They then
F.
bring on some big titty lady to bribe Boogie with tickets to Disney if he just shows his diagnosis.
If you can provide those papers, I will personally fly you out to Florida.
Sure.
Pay for your hotel, or you can stay in my home, and I will take you to Disney.
Nice.
I'd rather have the money to pay for tests and shit. Can I get the cash equivalent?
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Cough it up.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Why would you take this offer and not take the $5,000?
I'm not taking either. I just wanted to know if I could have the cash equivalent.
Oh.
I'll probably not take either, but.
Keem finally asks, is it possible that Boogie just jumped the gun on this diagnosis? And Boogie says it's possible.
If he's turning down a trip to Disney.
Next time you see your doctor.
By the way, clever of her to say that because
Do I have cancer?
offering
He
him
says,
sex in
well,
exchange
no.
for something would have been a
Turn
crime.
into cancer. Is that possible?
She's done this before.
I guess that's possible.
So,
Girl's a
Really
professional.
strong case for malpractice.
Boogie boldface lies to the camera. I'm looking at the diagnosis right here, but I won't show you.
Are you still looking for the proof?
No, I'm looking right at it.
You're looking at the proof.
Yep.
Playing zombies.
No, he's not.
Then show us.
Nope.
He can't. Because he's not.
You think that's worth it?
That's a
The
lie.
bounty to just show the diagnosis goes up to 15, then 25K, and he still refuses.
Keem, you've got to use carrot and stick. What bonus would you pay him to do that?
There is no. Oh, I've already been offered $10,000 plus a free trip to Disney World, and the answer is
well, nobody likes Disney World. $10,000.
I love Disney World.
It was 5,000.
Yeah, it's not actual Disney World, dumbass.
15 grand? You can do it.
No.
He's going to pay you $15,000 to look like an asshole in front of his entire audience, and you're saying no.
Yep.
He's
this
lying.
is too much, man. I don't know if you guys can understand.
I can completely understand. I went through 2 years.
Yeah,
of
this guy actually has
like
cancer.
saying I was fake.
And the fact that you're doing it in front of a guy who actually has
Some
cancer.
ordinary gamers will also put $10,000 towards it.
Make it 100. Make it $1 million.
If you have cancer, if you prove it.
This is bullshit. No.
Yeah, he's
not
making it.
25K sitting on the table. There's something going on here.
Yeah, there's something is, man.
Yep.
I'm just exhausted. I'm done.
The dude with
You
cancer
just did a
even
crypto
knows you're
scam to
lying.
make money because you said you're worried about cash. They're offering 25K.
Yeah, I
and
thought
you
that
get
was
to
funny.
shit on them.
The manipulation tactics from Boogie are in full swing. He starts saying he feels backstabbed.
I spent 2 years treating a disease that doesn't exist. These people used to be my friends, and I genuinely
Physical
would have never believed
physical
they would
range
come to this
damage.
And I just
Damage
man, I'm
against
just rather be done, man.
bosses.
I'm good. I'm good.
You're playing this in some kind of backstab? I mean,
We're gonna go with damage
Not at
against
all.
bosses.
Not at all.
Do you think I
Not at all.
backstabbed you by having Destiny on?
No, not at all.
When that doesn't work, he starts suicide baiting.
Planning on
Additional
pouring out his
ore.
girlfriend with OnlyFans or something,
No, that would
right?
involve being on the internet.
Going with that
You're
one.
describing things that involve being on the internet.
Okay, well, if you've got a backup plan for revenue, then what was the scramble to get revenue in the first place if it's
The
so
backup,
easy to
the
do?
backup plan is to just go ahead and sell my house and then give the money to the people that deserve it, and you know.
God, he's so full of
You're gonna
shit.
live in an apartment?
Probably not.
He's so desperate for any out, Jim gives him the slightest opening and he dives on it.
I don't know how he manipulates everyone.
There's no manipulation here. Either he's either lying, which is terrible, or he's telling the truth and
Which you're
acting
not.
like, or you're telling the truth and
He's
you have
lying.
cancer, but you're being a stubborn fucking.
Yes,
and
it's
you're
that
walking
one.
away-
It's that
you're
one.
walking away
I
from-
am
Oh, he
going to
jumped
have
all over
one-
that out.
When I leave this f***ing internet, I'm going to have one goddamn thing.
It's like when you're
I
yelling
make
at a
myself.
2-year-old.
One goddamn thing.
And you're yelling at a toddler and you're like, did you do this? And, and you're like, or did the cat? Yeah, the cat.
The money pot rose up to 75K because it's so obvious he's lying.
Buddha says he'll write an escrow right now if Boogie comes back and he'll up it to 60K.
No, he's not gonna do it.
Wait, that means it's technically 75. We're almost to 100.
This is fucking ridiculous.
It took 7 hours
Yeah,
of streaming this
he doesn't really
interrogation for Boogie to finally own up. In that time, there were so many lies, I couldn't even put them all in one video.
I'm gonna be so upset if he actually has cancer and he went through all this hell for no reason whatsoever. That's gonna be so
real fucking upset. You about to be real fucking upset.
That's
No, he's
You're
not.
not gonna show us anything, so we won't know nothing.
No, when I die,
How about this,
no,
Boogie?
this is
Instead
something.
of the actual diagnosis, could you show us the history of the...
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. My medical records will be released the day after I die. Me and my brother have spoken about that. The day after I pass, I want you
Oh, shut the
motherfuckers to
fuck
know
up.
how wrong you were. So the
I might
day
do
after I
that,
pass,
I might
King's
die
Club
before
will
I don't
receive
give a
my medical
fuck.
records from
I will literally do a stream laughing at you if you die, turning down 80 grand, laughing at you, and so will most of the internet.
Yeah, no one's gonna feel bad for you.
I hate to ruin it
That
for
is
you.
more important than money.
Nobody's
This
gonna
is
think
more
it's
important than money.
anything but funny. What do you think, Boogie? You think you watch down from heaven and it's like, oh, we were so wrong. He really did have cancer. How did we not know?
This is fucking childlike logic and mentality.
Most likely have the cancer, right? But you haven't gone through all the steps, so you can't say you have the cancer or not, right?
Yeah, not if you haven't had a
And that's why it's
biopsy.
very
And
hard
that's
to
not something they
believe,
do
and I'm
2
not willing
years
to
fucking later.
disbelieve
It's
that
fine,
three doctors
Boogie.
who
Stop
said
freaking out.
diagnosed you,
No, that's why it
one of them
sucks.
wanted to put it
Oh,
in the chart.
that's why it fucking sucks. That you. That
Oh,
I've
now he's
been
gonna
called
cry.
by
He
all
sees
my
the walls
favorite
closing in.
creators a liar when I'm not fucking lying.
You
And it's
lied
he is
1.5
lying.
years ago about a
This
diagnosis.
is all manipulation tactics.
Told me.
He's like a
My
woman.
doctor fucking told me I have cancer.
Like an
God
abused
damn it.
woman.
The show ends with Muda calling for Boogie to get fired. Boogie gets paid $2,000 to $3,000 a month from the show. It's his main source of income.
I think Boogie's a complete liar, and I don't think he should be on this show. I think if you guys continue to pay him, you're supporting somebody that would blatantly lie about the most vile thing on the show. 100%. No, I feel like if you let Boogie on the show, you are supporting somebody that would blatantly lie about one of the most emotionally like destructive things in any society. That's where I'm at least.
In the next episode, Boogie would come right out and say what everyone knew.
I've done a lot of soul searching since the last.
By soul searching, he means he's run out of excuses.
Here around the house.
He's given up his manipulation tactic.
I've been trying to think of different ways that I could.
Now he wants to try to. Now he wants to get a pat on the back for telling the truth, like he's got some kind of moral high
What
ground.
he just said is that his video 2 years ago should have said, I have this disease. It may be the non-cancer type or the cancer type, but they're treating me for the cancer type. That's what the video
Keem is
said.
being just
That's what the video exactly should.
treating him like a
He's
child,
still
just so
lost.
nice.
In his tweet in the video, he said he waited until it was confirmed.
I've known about this.
Which is odd that I'm saying that about fucking
That it was a
Keemstar.
probability, though. I just got my official diagnosis.
Boogie's way to make up for it is to donate $1,000 to St. Jude.
Right now, and I have it queued up, ready to go, regardless of whether or not you kick me off of this show. I'm donating $1,000, basically.
That'll make it better.
St. Jude's. I'm pulling that trigger right now.
People are really, really mad about the 1K. How do you justify the 1K?
Because that's what I have left. I don't know what else I should get.
He has more than
I
that
can't
left.
give away money
But
I don't.
you told Coffee that you had no money left.
Yeah, he's not at risk
And now
of
there's $1,000.
being broke
Well, I got
at
paid
all.
by you. And no, I showed him receipts for $3,000. There was $2,000 left.
Keem fires Boogie because the chat hates him so much, and then Boogie pretends to be religious. It is so cringe.
Twisted Slops says, if there's anything I want Boogie to do is to turn to God. If you need help with that, reply to my DM. I really want to help you. It will change everything. I forgive you because that's what Jesus taught me to do.
Oh my
I prayed a
God.
lot in this last week. And
He's really doing the meme. What would
it's not
Jesus
been
do?
open. But I think if I do some good works, it might.
What do you mean you pray to? You're not religious.
I told you a year ago.
I
God.
found Jesus yesterday.
Me and God talk every day. I've told you this. I've said it on the show many times.
Maybe.
He was at my Magic the Gathering
I'm not
match.
exactly Christian. I don't really subscribe
he
to
helped
any
me build my
particular
deck.
subset of religion, but I do know there's a God. I do know there's a creator.
Oh my
and I
God.
speak with him.
Stupid.
Maybe I need Jesus. You know,
Dumb. I can't.
Boogie starts to have a meltdown because, of course, he's lost his job, he's been exposed, he's talking about himself like he's a rare Pokemon.
I'm in a very dangerous place. I'm a 400-pound, 50-year-old man. That's goddamn rare.
Boogie starts preaching about suicide and nobody
It's a
wants to hear it,
Snorlax.
so Boogie then threatens to end it all.
I'm just saying there are probably people out there watching this right now who are struggling with suicidal impulses. And if you're one of them, stick it out. That's all I'm trying to say.
You're not. Shut up. Oh my God. It's like, give me a fuck answer.
Thank you.
Cancer,
Tell him
guys. Give me a
fuck up.
suicide. My God. You were never suicidal. You love yourself way too much to ever kill yourself, okay? Way too narcissistic. You would never be suicidal. You'd let the world burn to ashes.
Get on.
Before you even considered hurting yourself any more than... I was too mean, but no. Yeah, like... Jesus.
Somebody's got experience with abusers.
Whoa.
Okay, well, that was what my joke was going to be. I was saying any more than stuffing your mouth full with a cheeseburger. Like, that's what I was going to say. But yeah, if you want to say, yeah.
It is self-harm, motherfucker. That's why people like you do this. It is a form of self-harm, motherfucker. That's why we do
I
it.
self-harm. That's why I'm fat.
Honestly, bro. If you don't like the taste of food, why drink diet
Why do you
Mountain
mix
Dew
it?
instead of just drinking water?
Because it's a form of self-harm. Because I'm just...
No, it's
You
not.
drink
You're
Diet
lying.
Mountain. You go to the store. You spend money on a drink that you apparently don't like just to hurt yourself.
And you buy the
You don't
diet
like Super,
version.
right? Like one razor blade will last you a lifetime.
I used to
Saying what I drink after tea, so I'm drinking
people to cut
Jesus
their fucking arms.
Christ.
Last I
And
fucking
you buy
heard,
the
guy
diet
who laughed at
version.
Donald Trump's assassination attempt is telling people to cut their fucking
Because you
arms.
want to
Okay?
die slower.
Oh, you want to see that? Hold on. Okay, I'll do it. Give me 30 seconds.
No.
Holy shit! The next era.
He's not gonna do it.
No, he's waiting for you to tell him to stop. That's what he's doing. He's gonna come back with the razor. He's gonna hold it up.
Yep, he's accurately calling everything he's about to do.
No, he wants me to. He told me to, right? He told me to.
No.
He told me to.
It's blowing Boogie's mind. Like, how does he know?
I was there and eating a sandwich, Destiny.
Put that away right
You
now.
fucking piece of shit.
Okay. All right.
Boogie has lied about 3 major events: the swatting, the crypto scam, and the cancer. So now, just like the Reddit all those years ago, people start questioning the abuse, even though it's probably the only real story he's told.
It's a little different when it's Destiny coming in saying, you're a liar. Prove that your dad made you jerk him off. Prove it. Prove something that happened in 1983. Prove it.
He didn't say that.
Prove it can't happen.
He's
You
just
can't
asking
prove
for
it
the
can't
cancer.
happen. I can't do that.
Problem is, if you lie about cancer, no one's gonna believe you about literally anything else.
Cell phone in my pocket.
You're willing to lie about
But
cancer.
you told me privately the reason why some of the stories, and I'm not going to leak anything, don't worry. But you told me why some of the stories are inconsistent and they don't match up.
Yes.
Why don't you just tell the audience?
I don't want to destroy a human life. Because I don't want to destroy
What?
someone's fucking life. Because I don't want to destroy somebody's life. Because I don't want to destroy somebody's life. Because I don't want to destroy somebody's life.
Boogie, why
God
don't you just
damn,
take the
Boogie
mic
sounds
and say what you have to
exhausting
say
to
about
deal
this whole
with.
situation.
I never thought the day would come I'd feel bad for Keemstar, but god damn, dude.
I hate breathing air. I hate being alive. I'm in so much pain. I can't stand it anymore. I can't stand this. I can't stand this. I've ruined my life.
I know you can't talk about your sister. You said you would talk about your dad and mother all day. So will you address those issues? Because
Yes, my mother twitted my fucking tipples as part of the abuse, and she twisted my balls and my dick, and she told me that sex was disgusting and awful, and she told me that only disgusting, awful people had it.
Okay, but then well, let's not talk about any of it.
No, my dad masturbated in front of me and showed me pornography and asked me if I wanted to join in and encouraged me to touch him, and I fucking did. I did. I fucking did. I fucking did. I fucking did.
No.
There. Can we be done? Can we be done with it? Can we be done with it?
I feel bad for him, but he brought it upon himself. No one trusts him with anything. He makes him read the donations, and it's so sad.
Can you get louder? The chat can't hear you. You're mumbling.
Yes, I'm in the middle of a very severe panic attack.
Okay, let's.
Oh my
let's
god, no
take a
you're
moment.
not.
Big breaths. You ready? With me.
Leah something says.
Wait.
This is so fucking performative.
I think your mic settings are wrong because we can't hear you. Even that screaming and yelling.
Scam Boogie, make him pay the $3K and mail the play button to Medicare. Leave something. Thank you for your donation.
Thank you, Leah. Something. We appreciate you.
The worst donation read ever.
We all go through the storm sometimes. Fault sees us through it. Thank you.
Look, that was inspirational. They had your back.
I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. I just want to get there. I don't care.
This is what happens when you say inspirational shit to him.
Shut up.
It's not the kind of attention he's looking for.
Matt Sale says, so only people that aren't capable of refusing his testimony are allowed to be discussed. If they are dead, they're fair game. This is why, Dan, I told you I couldn't talk about this, man.
You can do this.
This is why I told you. No, I can't. I told you I couldn't talk about this.
Boogie, you knocked this out of the park.
I bet you not to make me talk about this on the show. I bet you.
You crushed it.
I bet you. I bet you. I bet you, Dan.
I actually feel bad for Keem right now.
You did.
I didn't think that was possible, but here we are.
You did. What are you? What's
Me
going on?
feeling bad for
This
Keem.
whole drama really entails the full lol-cow life cycle and ends with Boogie getting liar tattooed to his face.
To be entirely honest, this is not on
What?
Keemstar. This is not on Keemstar. This is on me. I'm the one who jumped my diagnosis. I'm the one who talked about this before I got fully diagnosed. I'm the one who I'm the one that has a history of pathological lying. I'm the one.
Yeah?
This is me. This is me owning my shit. This is me owning my shit.
Boogie gets liar tattooed to his face after faking cancer.
And I will say, it does
Yeah?
feel like Boogie's got a new lease on life. Like the weight of all those lies is finally lifted off his shoulders.
The fact that I didn't want to do it.
It won't
why I did
last.
it, because I got up, right? I get it. And I'll tell you what I learned about all of this is I need to shut the up about my trauma and my history and all that shit. It's played the out. Nobody wants to hear about it. Nobody cares. I need to figure out how to be entertaining on YouTube again.
Yeah, or he's just full of shit.
Here's the thing.
Yep, just
This
full of
wasn't
shit.
about winning
It's all for
the
attention.
audience back. This wasn't about winning.
He fancies himself an actor at this point.
One thing I couldn't get over is Boogie's never-ending excuses for not getting a job. And the
The lesson we've learned here is that all along, Francis wasn't the character. Boogie was.
So you are here today because you are seeking employment.
Yeah.
You're seeking out new work opportunities.
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about your background and where you think you want to go with the experience that you already have.
I did work at a small gaming store back in 2006, 2007. I am disabled, recognized by the state of Arkansas, but also the United States government. There's that. Now, the downside to that is I am extremely depressed.
He's tanking the
There's
interview
mental
on
health issues
purpose.
that we bring to the table.
And she knows
And
it.
then physically, I am morbidly obese. I have no references, no work history, and no education. And when you Google my name, you might see rumors that I beat my ex-wife and I'm also a pedophile. Should mention I'm also a felon.
Okay. What's the nature of your felony?
Aggravated assault.
How old is it?
About 2 years.
Okay.
Pretty clear that he's just memeing around.
You're using
Yep.
weight and disability. I can't. If that is the attitude that you're going to have when you approach everything, then you can't. And you won't.
And he knows it. That's why he's doing
I did work
it.
in the porn industry for the better part of 7 years. So
Yep.
I mean,
Be real with me. Do you really think it would be a good idea to go to a real interview and reference porn?
it depended on the job, I would think.
But Mike was
Oh
serious
my
about
God.
Boogie actually trying to get a job, and Boogie says no.
Hey, Mike. Listen, dude. I know we're making this documentary and everything, and I know you think I need to get a real job, but I just want to let you know I'm not going to. I'm not going to walk into some job when I have 4 million subscribers on YouTube. I'm one of the original YouTubers. What I'm going to do instead
All good things,
is go
Boogie.
back to making content.
All
Go back
good
to telling
things.
stories and entertaining people and making money doing it.
Boogie shared how bad his financial
Only
situation
that's
is on
not what's
financial audit.
happening.
He's missing credit card payments while paying $900 a month in fast food.
Late payment fee, October 31st. Late payment fee.
Yeah.
$25. Late payment fee, December 1st. This just happened.
Yep.
Oh, me.
October was a very lean month.
Very
Thank you,
important business
Verizon.
purpose. Chick-fil-A.
I think a lot of people have this idea, and I get that the documentary definitely painted this picture, right? I think a lot of people don't understand what I'm willing to do to survive. But I hope that you know that I literally...
He's willing to lie about
broke this
cancer.
country with an injury.
Yeah.
To be here to do this, right?
Yeah, you did,
So
yeah.
I'm willing to eat as much as I need to do this,
Are
right?
you willing to stop eating $900 in McDonald's and Starbucks a month?
I'd love to.
That's a no. Caleb reiterates that Boogie needs a job, and he's like, I applied to a whole 12 jobs last year. It's impossible.
I don't like crowdsourcing.
One a month.
But
There's
you
no way I can
refuse
get
to
a job.
and you need money to survive.
It's less of
So we have to do
refusing-
something.
It's less of refusing, more that I just don't know if I could. I've been
you
disabled
are
since
refusing.
2005, right? I can't work hard. I can't do physical labor. That's not an option.
You can sit at a desk. I mean, that's what you do on YouTube.
Again, service.
So now they have to Google that I'm a felon who beats his wife, and because that's what happens when you Google my name. Go do it right now.
Yeah.
They have to hire that person.
Yeah.
They're not going to.
Those are the positions where those more people with records do tend to find more opportunities.
Right, but are they also disabled? Right? Like I'm saying,
Well,
there's
this would hopefully be work at home.
Right.
I'm just giving one option.
Yep.
I'm
Work
sure,
from home.
but I'm just saying, like, if that job crosses my lap tomorrow, I'll take it.
I would apply to these billion, trillion, quadrillion jobs.
I have. I'm telling you, I've done this exact thing in the
You've
last
applied
year.
for all of them.
No, I applied for over a dozen, and I kept getting told the same thing, which is, dude, you're unemployable.
This man is literally Jerry from Rick and Morty. He is the sad worm.
If you told me that I need to start flapping my wings and fly out of here, right? We would agree that that's not a possibility.
She's probably right that you can't get most desirable jobs.
Not desirable jobs, anything.
There are 0 disabled felons with a job, according to Boogie. As of March, Boogie's been able to get the felony sealed. Oh, but now he's got a face tattoo, so it's still impossible to get a job.
Because you're on ground zero.
Because I'm going to have liar written across my face. That'll really help me get a day job. Yo.
I would not let you do it on your forehead. Your cheek, like underneath an eye or something. Forehead's too much.
It's still going to make it real hard to get a day job, but let's go.
Well, you're not going to get a day job.
You're not planning to get a day job, though. What do you mean now? Now you're going to look for a gig?
Isn't
That's
that what you
done.
guys have been screaming at me for years?
Piece of gear.
Oh, it was done years ago.
You're just manipulating us now. You're manipulating us right now by saying you're never going to be able to get a job. You're manipulating us. You're manipulating us. You're manipulating us. You did a whole documentary where you can't get a job because you're a
Sorry,
because you're
Nick,
fat
dude.
and because you're crippled.
Movement
Stop
speed, magic
manipulating
damage
us.
for a short duration on critical
You
hit.
act like prey, but you're a predator. You use pity to lure in your victims. It's how you survive. I survive because I know everything. That snake survives because children wander off, and you survive because people think, oh, this poor piece of shit. He never gets a break. I can't stand the deafening silent wails of his wilting soul. I guess I'll hire him or marry him.
What is there to say about Boogie that hasn't already been said? The guy's a compulsive liar, willing to say anything to get out of a situation. Maybe that has to do with growing up in an abusive household where that is the only thing that saved him. But after going through every lie, I can't see past how malicious some of these lies are. Whether it's ignoring valid criticism, demonizing the Reddit, saying he'd rather be raped again than
base at some point.
or lying about the swatting, saying his
Running out of
FBI
inventory
friend put
space
him up
here.
to it, or what I'm now certain of, him lying about cancer because he was embarrassed of his I Need Help video. Either way, I think Lolcow Live is the perfect hell for Boogie. He needs it to survive, but he's
The
also
perfect
never
hell.
going to be able to live anything down.
Tip off!
Great show. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel and be sure
You're
to check
not
out Rocket
wrong,
Money.
Willie.
Don't end up like Boogie. And shout out to the homies over on Patreon.
You're not wrong, Willie. It's a hell of his own making. And it's fitting. Poetic, even. It is still sad. I don't know what's more sad. Like, where he ended up, or the fact that he got this far to begin with. Like, he's clearly an example of someone who didn't deserve to be famous. Like, never should have. He's a person who never should have been famous to begin with. Let's put on the fresh hat. It is depressing, though.